Bonjour, Valorant. Cerberus, tell me what's going on in Valorant this past week.
Well, Valorant's Champions Tour, also known as the VCT, Challengers Stage 1 online qualifiers are being played this month. Teams are playing for 4 open qualifier spots that are on offer for Masters 1 in March. Online qualifiers are regional, so teams are competing to be the top of their region. It's imperative for teams to qualify and do well at Masters since those matches are how they're going to qualify for Champions Tournament later this year. And it'll be how they get most of their points. This week, we saw teams fight for those spots, and here's what happened. On the 18th, we saw the Sentinels take on the Pittsburgh Knights. The Sentinels were able to take the matchup 2-1. The game was pretty close in map 1, with the Knights narrowly taking it 15-13. However, Sentinels stepped it up after that, taking the next 2, taking them both in dominant performances in a 13-5 victory and a 13-8 victory. Tens was the top player in the lobby, going 65 and 44 for Sentinels, and a 1.48 total KD in the match. Considering the overall team loss, though, Scuba still did well for the Knights, going 58 and 48 for a total KD of 1.21. Though Scuba did well, the Knights still lost, extending their losing streak to 3 games in a row in the last 3 games.
Even though everyone except Zomes went positive for the Sentinels, the Canadian 10s pulling out the 1.48 with a 1.36 rating really made sure to secure that win.
It really did. And then in the second match of the day, we saw another match that ended up being far closer than the last. Evil Geniuses took on Luminosity Gaming in a best of 3 that saw all 3 maps needing to be played. Luminosity came out hot with a 13-2 win on map 1. However, Evil Geniuses were able to bring it back in map 2, narrowly winning it 13-11. Luminosity had the final say, though, in map 3, winning it 14-12. All said and told, the match ended up being very close despite map 1. Mata, Moose, and B-Dog of Luminosity were all top performers for them, with Moose narrowly performing at the top with a 1.38, closely followed by Mata, who had a 1.37 and only lost out by 1 kill. On the flip side, your boy Dre was the top player for Evil Geniuses with a 1.13 KD, but it was just not enough to give them the victory. Luminosity was able to use this win to snap their losing streak after dropping the last 3, while Evil Geniuses continued to slide, dropping their 4th in a row.
Yeah, Mata and Moose of Luminosity both going positive 15 is really impressive.
It is. It definitely is. And then the next match saw Cloud9 take on XSET. Cloud9 was able to pick up the series. However, it was not without its challenges. XSET played it close with taking the first map, but not able to hold on to the next 2, despite them being somewhat close. Part of what hurt them is the entire team struggled kill-wise, with no players able to go positive. On the flip side, Leaf of Cloud9 was able to lead the lobby, taking a 1.46 KD and absolutely controlling situations.
Yeah, Cloud9's Vanity had a 0.84 KD going -7, but Leaf really showed out with the positive 18 kills.
He did. And in the second and final match of the day was one that was not even close. Version 1 took on Rise, where Version 1 took the series in a very quick 2-0 series. Rise struggled as a team, only able to take 12 rounds between the 2 games, and with each player at a loss except for Superman, who went 1.22 in the KD. On the flip side, all players for version 1 were able to play well, with only Whippy going 0.71 in the series for his KD. Penny was the strongest performer, though, putting on an absolute smoke show with a 2.09 KD with a 46 and 22 stat line. So far this season, he has been consistently performing for the squad. So it's no surprise he showed out in this match, but it is surprising by just how much he was able to show out.
Not much for me to say here. Version 1 just really dominated this one.
Most definitely. Optic Gaming did the same in the next match where they took on NRG. NRG came to play, but Optic proved just too strong. They were able to heavily outslay NRG with everyone except FNS going positive. Victor of Optic had the best KD with a 1.79, but Marv had the most kills going 39 and 23. On the flip side, despite keeping the games somewhat close, no one on NRG was able to show out well enough, with only one player in EU going positive with a 1.03 for a 30 and 29 stat line.
Yeah, again, not a whole lot for me to say. Marv of Optic really said, pull up, skirt, hop in, we're going hunting.
He says, skirt, skirt.
Pull up, skirt, hop in, we're going hunting.
The last match of the weekend saw another skirt, skirt moment where 100 Thieves took on the Guard. The match stayed pretty close through the first two maps, with both teams picking up one. However, things changed very quickly on map 3. 100 Thieves suddenly changed pace, and they couldn't pick up a single round on the Guard, making it look like the Guard was playing just a rookie squad, taking the map 13 to nothing. The Guard was led by Trent, who went 55 and 32 in the match for a 1.72 KD. Say, a player of the Guard, was not far behind, going 52 and 38 for a 1.37 KD. After the match, though, 100 Thieves founder Nadeshot took to Twitter to talk about his displeasure with the results.
Yeah, he took to Twitter stating that he posted twice. The first one saying that performance was absolutely unacceptable from us. Not much else to say. Just can't happen. Period. The next one saying, I'm not speaking for the players when I tweet. I respect all of our talent and out of game. I love this organization that we've built, and I'm genuinely invested in every match we compete in. I want our teams to succeed. I'm competitive and I care, plain and simple. Nate's shot just really said, I and we can and will do better.
Most definitely. There's only one thing I want to add here, which just came out today, right before we're actually filming this on the 22nd. Nadeshot and the organization 100 Thieves actually ended up making a team change. They've dropped 2 of their players and added 2 more. We can go into this in a little more detail in the future, but after a hot 13-0 loss, not surprising that they made the change.
Yeah, right.
And after all of this and the weekend's matches, Stage 1 main event standings are as follows. In Group A, we have a 2-way tie for first, with the Guard and Cloud9 both with 2 wins. Tied for third, we have Exet and Luminosity both with 1 win, 1 loss. And in last place in that group is 100 Thieves and Evil Geniuses, both without a win. And in Group B, we have a tie for first between Version 1 and Sentinels, both with 2 wins. A tie for third with Optic and Rise, both 1 and 1. And finally, NRG and Pittsburgh Knights, both with no wins. And then after all that in Valorant, we got to move on and see some PUBG and Warzone events. To start off, we saw Optic Texas from the Call of Duty League put on a 2-day $100,000 Warzone event where we saw a solo custom game for a winner to receive $15,000 grand prize, and a custom trio game where the grand prize was $85,000. The solo game, named the Solo YOLO game, was played on Tuesday the 15th, where Iceman Isaac, FIFA Kill, and B Breadman were the last three in the lobby. After a 1 versus 1, FIFA Kill took out Iceman Isaac, but it left him at a disadvantage and low health. B Breadman was able to capitalize and take the initiative, taking out FIFA Kill, winning him the game. In the Customs Trio lobby, we saw the stacked teams drop into the same lobby to battle it out for the grand prize of the event. Tommy, Almond, and Noobs continued their dominance in the Warzone scene, placing first and taking home the winnings. With this win, it launched Tommy to the top of the all-time most winning player in Warzone.
Sheesh. Tommy, man, he makes the game look so easy. Like he's just playing bots on easy mode. It's absolutely insane.
Oh, it's disgusting. And in the next tournament we're going to talk about, Joe Woe's Caldera of Passion event, he continued that dominance because the streamer, Joe Woe, hosted a Warzone tournament on February 17th where the grand prize would go to the winners to the tune of $25,000. It was a weighted tournament with teams playing a total of 6 games in custom lobbies. After the dust settled and all was done, Tommy, once again with his squad of him, Robstar, Almond, and Noobs, were able to come top and claim the prize. Tommy just continued his run as the top earning player. Ham, who do you think will be able to take him down and take the crown?
So first off, love Joe Woe. His vibes unmatched. Second,
oh yeah,
Tommy. I mean that's really all. I don't know who would be. I mean, he's just absolutely on top, and I feel like I know pretty well all of the top Warzone streamers at this point, and I feel like no one just hits the competition like Tommy does at this point in time.
He's absolutely filthy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like some of our PUBG players in our next segment, because PUBG Masters Phase 1 was also happening. The contest started off on February 9th and continued through this past weekend. It started out with a 128 team tourney in North America, with it coming down to eliminate everybody except for 10 teams who proceeded onto the grand finals, where Latin America will produce 6 teams as well to join them. After this weekend, we saw the top 8 teams being E United at number 1, Guadalajara Gas Cans at number 2, the Sonics at number 3, in 4th, Bing Bang Boom, 5, What a Rush, 6, Yahoo!
I feel like these are like horses' names from like horse racing.
It certainly feels like that. In 7th, we have an auto manufacturer in Dodge. Number 8, the Rumblers. Number 9, Team Veritas. And 10, Shoot to Kill.